We're going to see 3 major rounds of rain the next few days. I'm meteorologist Samantha Mohr, one of your 11 Alive storm trackers, and tonight is going to be the heaviest of them as we look into the overnight hours, some 2 to 4 inches for North Georgia and 1 to 3 inches in the Atlanta metro area on top of already saturated ground. So that's why we have flooding concerns and a flash flood watch in place until Saturday morning. And then Saturday through Sunday, we get a little bit of a break on Saturday. It's lighter. We just have a 20% chance, but more rain moves in on Sunday, and we can see another inch to 1.5 inches. And then our third round, New Year's Eve through New Year's Day. I'm so sorry. Another inch to 2 inches. Highest amounts will be in the North Georgia mountains. That'll be where the greatest flood risk is, but everyone is at risk for flooding here. That's why we have that flash flood watch in place through Saturday morning. We'll have maximum runoff from saturated ground, and we'll end up seeing that 2 to 4 inches in the mountains. Some spots, by the time we get to New Year's Day, could even see 6 inches of rain. And if we see 6 inches here in Atlanta, it'll be the wettest year on record. So we're going to have to watch that carefully. As we head into tonight, expect to see heavy rain across North Georgia during the evening hours, and then a more torrential line moves through just around midnight into Rome. We'll see it move right over the border, bringing in heavy rain to Dalton, Blue Ridge, Ellijay as we head into those early morning hours, and then yet another one shaping up behind it that moves in for our morning commute. This is 7:30, moving towards Carrollton. Once we get to 8:30, it makes its way into Kennesaw, Marietta, and to Cherokee County. Heading into the noon hour, it's moving into Covington and in through Thomaston and LaGrange and Athens. So this is going to be with us at least the first half of the day or 2/3 of the day with those gusty winds, and then it's going to be moving out in the evening hours. So the evening will still be breezy, it'll still be misty, but at least the heaviest rain will be ending. And then Saturday, we're in a little bit of a lull before big rain moves back in again on Sunday, and that's when we'll end up seeing that rain move on through. So it may move back. This is actually that front that pulls up stationary, starts coming back at us on Saturday evening. So we'll watch that really bring in the rain as we head into Sunday as well. What about the winds? Oh my goodness. Gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour, sustained at 20. That's why the National Weather Service issued a wind advisory for most of our viewing area here. North Georgia being particularly hard hit. Look at this. Some of these gusts, tropical storm force winds in Dalton tonight, early in the morning. Same thing in Blairsville, 36 mile per hour gusts. 27 mile per hour gusts in Duluth. So we're expecting tree limbs to come down, maybe even some trees down. These strong winds will be with us, we think, probably until tomorrow afternoon and evening. Then finally starting to calm down a little bit before they ramp back up next Sunday and Monday, which is New Year's Eve. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but 100% chance of rain and likely some thunderstorms on our Friday. Getting into Saturday, we have a little lull. That's the best day of the weekend. Sunday gets nasty once again. 80% chance of rain. Thunderstorms on New Year's Eve. Into New Year's Day, it is still rainy and unsettled, and we're still going to have to deal with the wind issues out there as well. So flooding concerns are a real deal as we head into New Year's Eve and into New Year's Day. So keep it tuned here, and we'll let you know as things develop. What's headed our way, this system that has been expansive all the way from the Gulf Coast into the Great Lakes, bringing snow on the northern end and severe weather on the southern end. And for us, that risk is going to be flooding as we head into the next 24 to 48 hours. We have a flash flood watch that's in place until 7 a.m. on Saturday, and it will likely be extended as we're expecting this to be a several-day rain event. So this is the timing as we head through this evening and overnight is when we expect to see the heaviest of the rain, 2 to 4 inches in North Georgia, 1 to 3 inches here in the Atlanta metro area. So we'll already have that risk for flash flooding, especially heading out early tomorrow morning before daylight. That second round comes in over the weekend, primarily on Sunday. We have a bit of a break on Saturday, but Sunday we're going to see about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So not as much as we're going to see tonight, but then another round, a third round comes in New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, and we'll likely see 1 to 2 inches at that time with the highest amounts in the mountains. We're very concerned about the mountains of North Georgia, and it's not just the rain threat and the flood threat. It is also the destructive winds the next several hours. Look at this. As we head into this early evening, those winds some 30 to 40 miles per hour, particularly strong in the mountains, and that's where we have a wind advisory in place. We'll have more on that coming up and go hour by hour and let you know exactly when you can expect the heaviest of this torrential rain.
All right, Sam, thank you so much.